Go. Okay, ready? My name is Amanda Santiago, and I am actually really excited since I graduated in 2020, and I'm using this as my speech that I wish I did have because I didn't have an opportunity to celebrate my graduation with many people. When I was in 4th grade, I just moved to a new school. My sisters were small. I was the first child to actually go to school in elementary in the US. I had this teacher who would always pick on me. I didn't really do great in her class in 4th grade, and one time she pulled me aside. We were doing some projects, all chill, calm down, and she pulled me aside and she said, "Amanda, you get really distracted all the time." And I said, "Yeah, I've realized that I do." And I looked up at her. She was super tall. I looked up and I said, "I don't know what it is." And she said, "If you keep this attitude, you're going to stay like this forever. You're not going to get anywhere. You're going to get distracted your whole life. You're not going to succeed in life. And I'm not going to help you." These words really terrified me because I was so afraid of disappointing my parents, of saying, "Look, I am the child who you brought to the United States and she's not even doing good in class." I wish I could just show this to her and said, "Look, I got somewhere. I graduated high school with a seal of illiteracy since I took French and Spanish in my class. Graduated in AP with honors, and I did pretty good with my life." And today is a really special day, not just for me, but for every single person who has ever graduated. This is because not everyone passes. Like my teacher did mention, she says that I'm not going to succeed, and I wasn't one of those people in this case, but I did succeed, and many people don't. And it's very special since I have achieved something and finished a certain amount of education that I can use in my future life. This really means a lot to me because I am first generation American in the United States. I moved here because my parents, obviously, my parents brought me here, and I came here without knowing the language. But I did it anyway. I did graduate. All my family in Mexico really did not graduate high school mostly. Some of them did, some of them didn't. And this really means that I have proved something to myself, that I could do it, that I am not damaged or different from anyone else. And for my future, this really means that I can become a teacher. I want to become a teacher. I do not want to be like that teacher who told me that I couldn't do anything. I want to be the type of person who is every time in their corner and is alive and lets you be yourself and motivated still with the education that you can receive. I really want to thank my mom, my dad for bringing me here, my sisters for being my everyday inspiration. I really want them to see me as an example of greatness, of someone who could do it, someone who can actually achieve something, and they could look up to me since I've always hoped that they would. Some of my teachers, especially my Spanish teacher, Miss Connolly, who has motivated me to become a student that can succeed and become very sure of herself, and she really inspired me to continue being a teacher since I've always wanted to be one. In conclusion to all of this, I really want to thank especially my family. I really want to thank myself for it because I have not had much self-confidence in these past years, and this has really made me confident knowing that I can achieve something. Like my family has always said, I could do it, or in Spanish, si se pudo. It's something that I could actually do. And thank you for listening.